Tonight, and I'm looking forward to this, Greg. We're going to see the speed and the skill of NBA guards. Two of the league's best going head-to-head.
And when I think basketball, I envision guards pushing the tempo, taking threes. The modern NBA has a lot of talent. The pace has never been higher.
Now a look at Philadelphia's starting lineup. Joel Embiid out there with Walker. Then there's Tyrese Maxey. Then there's Quentin Grimes. And it's George in at the 3, the small forward.
Halliburton with the answer was anxious to throw it right back at him.
Maxey attacking. To the inside. Stolen by Walker. Lets the 3 fly. Outside for George. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. George has got 6 points.
Nice rhythm to that play right there, and George was ready to fire.
Siakam outside. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist.
The wheel come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Now, here is George. He's got 6, fires the 3. And Philadelphia with another turnover here. And one of the many challenges for a small market team like the Pacers, Greg, going up against that luxury tax.
And they've avoided carrying a payroll that would incur the tax. But right when they said they were planning to do just that, the Bucks stunned everyone with the maneuver to secure Pacers center Miles Turner and perhaps let him off the hook.
And here's George. After Tyrese Halliburton was able to get the triple. Embiid kicks to Walker. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Here's Neesmith. Siakam outside. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And even without that 3-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Outside for George. Pass to Grimes. This one for 3. Nembhard grabs the ball. Indiana's gone 3 or 4 on 3-pointers in the first quarter, doing well from long range. From deep, knocks down the 3-ball.
Halliburton has such a really good feel for the game. He knows exactly how to get his guys to step up.
George with the screen on Halliburton. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. The 76ers again can't hit it. Halliburton passes to Siakam. Back to Halliburton. Paul George with the steal. And here's Maxey outside. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
The unbridled confidence of Maxey at the arc. You can see it and feel it. He knows how good he is.
Indiana moving the ball over. And stolen by Maxey. And now Hallie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Well, the Pacers are all about winning. And Coach Rick Carlisle said, our young players are having to earn their way. They're not being given anything. It's the only way to do things, in my opinion. If you want to build championship habits, you got to do it on a merit-based, accountability type of basis. Kevin?
Okay, Hallie, we thank you for the report. Just 4 to shoot. Nembhard for 3. Outside for Halliburton. Siakam sets a screen for Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. Back to Halliburton. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Grimes with it. Nembhard covering. That one's not going to go.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Now here's Neesmith. Defended by George. And the Pacers can't get it to go. Here's Grimes. And it's all evened up.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Fires away from way outside. It's not going to go for him. Got it up. Doesn't get it to drop for him. It's a tie game in Indiana. And we'll be back with... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Pacers?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Toppin is out there with Bradley. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's T.J. McConnell, and it's Shepard in at the 2. That's the Pacers' 5. Toppin a screen on Oubre. Toppin passes to Mathurin. Takes it out to Bradley. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Fires from deep. Knocked loose. Here's McConnell. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
Love seeing that kind of activity on the offensive glass. Nicely done.
Oubre outside. To the middle. In the corner, it's Watford. Outside, Edwards. Shot clock at 5. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Oubre can't get it to go. Indiana leading. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, the Sixers are one of the more high-variance teams in the league. With their star veterans in PG and Embiid fully healthy, they have a chance to win the East. Without, they'll need to lean heavily on their promising young players.
They're plenty talented. Thank you, Shams. Bradley against McCain. Here's Watford. For 3, Edwards. They get it back. Oubre on the wing. Oubre sets the screen for Edwards. Clock at 6. They shoot again. Oubre, good.
That's the way to do it. Oubre using his length inside to his advantage.
Here's Shepard on the wing. Mathurin. Bradley a screen on Oubre. Mathurin for 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. Philadelphia's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter.
Second team foul.
Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Oubre a screen on McConnell. McCain against McConnell. Shot clock at 6 from outside the arc. Oubre can't get it to go.
Defense may have given him that one. Based on the result, you see why.
Mathurin, good.
He'll mix one in here and there. Mathurin stretches the floor that way, making the defense respect this 3-ball.
Pacers leading by 3. Pass to Shepard. Mathurin with a screen for Shepard. Back to McConnell. Pulls from the top of the key. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Here's McCain. A putback. Out to Edwards. Now Watford. Oubre, no one around him. Nailed from three-point land. Oubre's got 5 points now in the quarter. To the left side wing. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Pass to Watford. Wants to get it to Edwards and does. Screen by Watford. Edwards passes to Watford. Out to Edwards. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. That's a 2 for Mathurin. And there's the foul. It's on Justin Edwards. That is his first foul of the game. It's stolen by Edwards. Oubre, a screen on McConnell. Oubre passes to Watford. And here's Edwards from the arc. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Indiana's gotten into trouble with the 3-ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Shepard, defended by Drummond. And the powerful one-handed slam.
And using that athleticism well on the glass. Mathurin's unbridled energy is off the charts.
Screen by Watford. Oubre can't get it to go. It'll count. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And a close game so far through the first 2 quarters as we... All right, Allie, thank you. And folks, we'll be back with you right after this halftime break.
Please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the Fan half-court shot.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Tyrese Halliburton with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. We've got George, Joel Embiid out there with Jabari Walker. Then there's Quentin Grimes. And it's Maxey in at the point. Whoops, they pick off the pass. Maxey against Halliburton. Right side Maxey. And Embiid in the corner. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey guys, Tyrese Maxey, a late first-round pick back in 2020, but he's become an all-star. He said, quote, "I've always had that chip with me from day one. I had to earn everything I got from a basketball perspective and make a name for myself. I try hard to foresee and envision this." Back to you.
The drive for greatness, something to watch. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. And Clark, how about Indiana's recent run, making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in back-to-back seasons?
You know, the last time that happened, Kevin, was about a decade ago when Paul George was the man leading the Pacers. Unfortunately, they fell to LeBron's heat both times. I was courtside for a couple of those matchups. And then last season, advancing to the finals and pushing it all the way to 7 games. The Pacers have a really bright future ahead of them, in my opinion.
And George kicks to Embiid. From way outside, Joel Embiid.
Well, you know, that's the kind of competitive spirit Embiid plays with. I mean, if you knock one down on him, he's looking for you the next trip down.
Halliburton, no good.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
A nice shot by George.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for him. Wait.
Here's Halliburton. Indiana moving it around. Out left to the wing. Siakam against Walker. Siakam misses. And so it's Maxey who brings up the ball for Philadelphia. It's a one-point game.
It's a big part of George's game, the three-point shot, and for good reason. I mean, he's a sniper out there.
And Quentin Grimes gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Oubre against Mathurin. Pass to Toppin. They need this, and they pick up 2. That's 7 points here for Benedict Mathurin.
Look, we know Mathurin is a flat-out scorer, but you rarely see him operate in that mid-range area.
Back to McCain. Oubre sets the screen for McCain. Out to Edwards. The 76ers another 3. And Clark, something fundamental to good offense, but so often overlooked. The art of setting a terrific screen.
Tell you, a screen set well can do a lot for your offense and even for the screener. But it comes down to timing as well as footwork. You got to be able to set that screen legally, and then the ability to get out of the screen quickly is so important, as well as the correct angle.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And it's out of bounds. The 76ers able to retain possession here. Edgecombe, he's checked in for Trendon Watford. And it's the 76ers with the ball. They lead by 8. That's the biggest of the game. The offensive rebound. Oubre finds Drummond to the wing on the left. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Edgecombe. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good. Tapping a screen on Edwards. Shepard the pass to Toppin. Oubre with the steal. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. It's Edwards on the wing. Three-pointer. And Kelly Oubre, good for 3. Oubre's got the lead up to 11 now for the 76ers. Bradley sets the pick for Mathurin. And nothing has fallen for him right now. Outside Edwards. Beyond the arc. Toppin with the steal. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Philadelphia holding on to an 11. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
Terrific versatility coming from a big man. Not something that the majority of big guys possess.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. We've got Shepard. Toppin is out there with Bradley. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's McConnell in at the point guard position. So that's the group out there for Indiana. For 3, Oubre. Toppin pulls it in. Toppin's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Pass to McConnell. And the shot goes down. McConnell's got it back down to single digits for the Pacers.
Most any coach loves points coming off assists.
Oubre, a screen on McConnell. Oubre outside. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Oubre in a zone right now. And once this happens, he's going to continue to look to dominate.
McCain gets a wide open look. Another 3 for Philadelphia. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the 76ers?
I like their defense today, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
And the defense has been disruptive, forcing turnovers, challenging shots. The turnovers they've been able to turn into points, too.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Now Nembhard after the missed 3 from Joel Embiid. And it's Halliburton missing. And there is a whistle. That goes on Andrew Nembhard. That's his first foul. George sets a screen. Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Off target from outside. Pacers trail by 15. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Oubre with the steal. And it doesn't go. For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the 1 make.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now, here's Maxey. Now George. 5 on the clock. Here's Grimes. Nembhard covering. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, you know, he might have gotten away with that a few years ago, but not anymore. No way. Now you've got to be stationary on those screens. No extra hips or elbows, or they'll call it.
And it's Halliburton penetrating. Siakam! And get the 3. The 76ers leading by 13. Maxey fired. The 3 doesn't go. Indiana, they're working against the clock right now. From deep. Oubre with the rebound. Maxey with it. Now guarded by Siakam. And there's the three.
And tonight's battle is going to end with a very clear winner, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the 76ers.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Kelly Oubre.
Offensively, he was dialed in all night long. Scoring at will, it seemed, made the game look easy.
Now, here is George. It's good!
That one's going to be the final dagger, and these guys can now celebrate.
And they deserve it. They deserve to celebrate a dominant performance in what's going to be a blowout win.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets three, you fire three of your own. Boom.
Here's Oubre. The response triple. Answers back.
And credit the whole team. It was a focused, concerted effort to put this one away.
Yeah, what a time to put the hammer down. Any hope of a comeback diminished.
Now the 76ers with it. 15-point game. Maxey knocks down the three.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yep, to have a stress-free win on the road, very satisfying. The fans are already headed for the exits.
Here's Nemhard. Lets loose a three. Can't get it to go. Outside George. Beyond the arc. Another three for Philadelphia.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three-happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. This crowd was stunned by the manner of... Good stuff, Allie. Thanks. And that'll do it, folks.
this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
Now the opening lineup for Atlanta. Rizachet at the 3, Johnson at the 4. Trey is flanked by Daniels in the backcourt. And it's Porzingis in at the center position. Clock is at 3. Porzingis with a screen on Halliburton. Tipped! And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Pass to Huff from downtown. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. Nimhard outside. Here's Siakam. Some nice passing by Indiana here. 5 to shoot. The 3 ball. Porzingis grabs the board. Now Johnson. 3-pointer. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Indiana's gone 0 for 2 from outside. And Grant, while most didn't expect it, last season the Pacers made the second NBA Finals appearance in their franchise's history.
Yeah, B.A., there's so much belief right now in that locker room. They never feel like they're out of a game, and that makes them dangerous.
Pass to Huff. Goes up on the wing. Rebounded by the Hawks.
Boy, they give him the mid-range jumper, and he has to make that.
Oh, wasted no time on that one.
This is where Young most resembles Steph Curry. Both have range almost out to half court.
Here's Huff. Outside Neesmith. Fires for 3. That shot off the mark. Atlanta's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. There's Young with the 3. Drops in the 3. Young's got 6.
Yeah, Trae Young can change the course of a game with his outside shooting.
Oh, it's stolen. Outside Porzingis. From outside, off the mark.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
Now here's Young. 6 points for him. Launches it. Kept alive. Daniels outside. And the 3-pointer goes.
Oh, good shot from Daniels. He understands he needs to keep knocking these down for his team.
Rizachet with the ball. Picked up by Neesmith. Cuts off the pass. Halliburton on the attack. Will it go? Siakam outside. Halliburton, a screen on Porzingis. And there's a whistle. That goes on Pascal Siakam. That'll be a second foul of the game.
And just a great job of getting there first and absorbing the contact.
A minute 53 left to play in the first. Young from long range. Oh, he nails that one. 3 for 4 now.
And so shifty with great handles. Young gets the defender to commit, then takes full advantage.
All right, Grant, when we talk about the range Trae Young possesses, just how dangerous can this guy be?
Well, when he's on, he's a nightmare matchup for defenses. Once he crosses half court, he's a threat to score, which in turn really helps open up the floor for everyone else on his team.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul. And we've got 1:18 left in the first. On the wing, Rizachet. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Neesmith. The putback. And they get it back. The kick out to Young. Johnson a screen on Halliburton. Back to Johnson. Stolen by Siakam.
Really poor pass there, guys. And the D did a great job capitalizing off the mistake. Well, the athletic ability of Pascal Siakam with a little sauce there.
Johnson a screen on Halliburton. There's Young with the 3. Gets a hand on it. Johnson passes to Porzingis. Now Rizachet. He's covered by Siakam. Clock at 6. The kick out to Johnson. shoots over Neesmith. The shot by Johnson, no good. Pacers trail by 4. And now Indiana on the fast break. Halliburton outside. To the inside. Pass to Huff. Now Nembhard. And stolen by Porzingis. Three-pointer. And Johnson gets it to go on the assist by Porzingis.
You want to run your offense through him, a reliable scoring option.
A big-time effort for Trae Young, providing a lot of energy for Atlanta. He's found his range. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a chance for a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
They've also done a really good job taking advantage of miscues. Their defense has been stifling in this one.
On the court for the Hawks. Luke Kennard out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then there's Onyeka Okongwu, and it's Krejci in at the 3. Pass to Okongwu. Picked up by Okongwu. Kennard right side. 6 to shoot. Mathurin with a steal. Now the Pacers on the move. McConnell, good.
And you can tell they're in sync right now, expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Here's Alexander Walker. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pass to Toppin. A nice passing by Indiana here to the paint. It's stolen by Okongwu. And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul.
Yeah, he tried to gain position, but couldn't quite get there.
Quarter number 2 with just over a minute of play. Kennard for 3. Here's Gay. Pass to Alexander Walker. Over Toppin. Yep, it finally drops after rolling around the rim. Pacers trail by 3. Here's Shepherd. McConnell outside. Lets it go. And Indiana again with the bucket. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Pass to Okongwu. Kennard with it, and it's Toppin picking him up. Kennard can't get it to go. Indiana's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. They swipe it. Here's Krejci. No points so far. That shot wide open. Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, do you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, B.A. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
Outside Mathurin. Okongwu with the rebound. It's tipped. Puts one up from 19. The rebound by Atlanta. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Kennard for 3. Hits the trifecta. And now it's a 6-point Atlanta lead.
Well, Luke Kennard's bread and butter, right? The lethal outside shooter who doesn't need much space.
And a fast break now for Atlanta. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it. I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
2 minutes.
Pass to Krejci. The 3 is up. He can't get that one to fall. Indiana's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game. Three-pointer Mathurin. Okongwu with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 6. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. Well, the Pacers are moving as one. Coach Rick Carlisle said the thing I love about this team is that we're a true team. We're a group that needs each other. We work at communication. We're collaborative. We make sure our guys have a voice, and we're all in it together. B.A.?
They win by committee. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. Okongwu, a screen on Matherin. Matherin brings the double team. Here's Kennard. Gets it to drop. Now 2 of 4. 1:07 left in the half. Here's Shepard, defended by Kennard. Can they get it? Okongwu with the rebound. Okongwu's got 4 rebounds now. Mikata with a steal. And now Indiana on the fast break. The pull-up J. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Grabs the board and goes right in for the putback. I love it, B.A.
Yeah, wanting to close the gap. Makes sense to get aggressive on the glass here. Gay. Ooh, poked away. Pacers trail by 6. Here's Toppin. Outside Matherin. From out on the wing, he knocks it down.
And you got to be right up on Matherin, especially when he's roaming around the mid-range.
Kennard for 3. On target from range. Kennard's got 8.
Just love the unselfishness there. Keep the ball moving. Good things happen.
Outside for McConnell. Here's Shepard. Pass to Matherin. It could go. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. The floor. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Boy, what a great performance by Trae Young.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
So Indiana ends up going with a new group. Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. Neesmith and Siakam are the forwards. And it's Huff in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group for Rick Carlisle, getting going here in the second half. And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Grant.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, B.A. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And, of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends. Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And they double up Porzingis. Young finds Daniels. Back to Young. Clock at 4. There's the 3. Offensive rebound. Outside Rizachet. Porzingis sets a screen. Atlanta needs to get off a shot. Lets it go from deep. Huff pulls it in. Pacers trail by 7. Down low. Outside for Halliburton. It's stolen by Johnson. This one for 3. The Pacers pull it in. Huff's got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Siakam with the drive. Pass to Huff. Halliburton right side. Halliburton, a screen on Daniels. Shot clock at 6. Nembhard for 3. Porzingis grabs the board. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds in the game. And a fast break now for Atlanta. All sorts of time, but Atlanta misses again. For Indiana, they've gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Neesmith's shot is off.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Young, the pass to Porzingis. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his 3rd foul of the game. It's stolen by Halliburton. Some nice passing by Indiana here. Nembhard, good.
You talk about high-quality shot. A paint touch to a kick-out. This is the modern NBA.
Pass to Porzingis. And stolen by Nembhard. Here we go, 1-on-1. There's the triple. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Kristaps Porzingis has proven over the course of his young career that he is willing to be a force as a shot blocker.
This is anyone's game now, and they have the momentum.
Probably the most important thing is they regroup. They worked out some of their frustrations, and now they're starting to have some fun.
So Indiana ends up going with a new group.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Krejci. He's covered by Matherin. And Atlanta misses again. Here's Indiana. They're rolling here. 9 unanswered. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. Atlanta's gone just 1 of 5 from three-point range here in the third quarter. Here's Krejci. 5 on the clock. Here's Alexander Walker. No good on the triple. On offense, here are the Pacers. Right now on a 9-0 run. There's a screen by Toppin. It's Matherin with a drive. And here's Shepard for 3. Gay with a rebound. The Hawks leading. Kicks it out to Kennard. And here's Alexander Walker. Shoots over Shepard. The Pacers pull it in. Bradley's got his 6th rebound on the night. McConnell passes to Matherin. Here's the pick. Pass to Shepard. Here's Bradley. Outside Matherin for the lead. Rebound Atlanta. They've led by as much as 10. Outside, Alexander Walker launches a 3, and Toppin pulls it down. Outside Matherin, he got it up. Oh, at the buzzer! Wow!
I didn't think he was going to get it off in time.
3 quarters of play and a close one here. It's the Pacers leading by a point, and we'll be back right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker. He's out there with Luke Kennard. And it's Krejci in at the 3. And it's out of bounds to the Hawks as Atlanta retains possession. Here's Kennard. Pass to Alexander Walker. 3-pointer off the mark. Indiana leading. Stripped it away. And here's Kennard. Here's Gay. Outside, Alexander Walker. Let's go with a 3. Just 5 on the clock. Over to the wing. Matherin with a steal. Bradley sets a screen. McConnell left side. He got him. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul.
Obviously, Luke Kennard, a guy known for his shooting ability. The southpaw, capable of stretching the floor and doing major damage from downtown.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. And once again, off the mark by Atlanta. And the Pacers shooting around 39%. They'd like to get that higher. Here's Matherin. Kennard with the rebound. The Hawks have got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. And that's a foul called on T.J. McConnell. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Huff's checked in for Bradley. Siakam comes in for Toppin. Neesmith, he's checked in for Shepard. And Tyrese Halliburton is subbed in for McConnell. Sinks the tray.
We haven't seen many buckets like that one. These teams have struggled to dial in their shooting.
Well, you have to appreciate the defensive battle for sure. Both squads struggling on the offensive end. We call this grit and grind.
All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Hawks?
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
Here's Daniels. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Now Siakam shoots a three. Oh, he cannot hit.
If you're trying to make a comeback, that is the kind of shot that doesn't help.
He drills the wide-open jumper.
Your good mechanics and a high release. Ricochet's shot is pretty refined and ready for quick attacks like this.
Halliburton. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again. Young looking for an opening. Puts up the tray. Knocks down the trifecta.
And you see how dangerous Ricochet can be from deep, especially considering how fast his release is.
Mathurin against Daniels. Now Siakam. Pascal Siakam throwing it down.
Yeah, if you're playing that power forward position, you overcome a lack of size with great hops.
Here's Daniels. Johnson a screen on Mathurin. Daniels fires. Yes, sir, with the three.
And they had an advantage tonight. Came out sharp and did what was needed. Nice win here for the Hawks.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And it was a reliably solid performance from one of their key guys. A tremendous game for Trae Young.
A quality offensive outing. When you get it going like he did, I'll tell you, it's one of the best feelings in basketball.
Now Mathurin. Halliburton outside. From deep. Oh, it misses. And it's Atlanta's ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Porzingis, and the three misses. Daniels. So we see the Hawks taking the W here. Boy, a nice win on the... Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight.
the big man matchup in this one.
Yeah, we have a pair of the best centers in the NBA. Points in the paint will be a key number tonight.
A look at Atlanta's opening lineup. The small and power forwards are Riza-Shea and Johnson. The backcourt guards are Young and Daniel. And it's Porzingis in at the center, locking down the middle. And so it's the Hawks hitting on the board first. George, that's a two-pointer. It's rebounded by Porzingis.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Young taking his time here. Johnson wide open. He fires. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. Pass to George. And here's Embiid. George sets the screen for Embiid. It's good from long range.
Come on. Joel Embiid. I mean, 7-footers are not supposed to shoot like that.
Outside Daniel. Riza-Shea in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Over George. And it's Riza-Shea missing.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
And for over a decade in the NBA, Greg, Paul George was as scary a wing as you'd find.
Man, a two-way terror with elite size and athleticism. The Sixers paid him hoping for more of the same. But can he hold off Father Time? That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
Now, here is Young. Fires the three. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And here's Maxey outside. Hands it from downtown.
Take your focus off Maxey for 1 second, and he will let it fly from out there.
And Young kicks to Johnson. Out to the wing. Johnson with a screen on George. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. Philadelphia's gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Here's Embiid. It's good from the top of the key. Embiid's got 5 now.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
And we knew coming into this game, we expected him to be very involved early.
Riza-Shea wide open. A three-pointer is right on target.
A true highlight of Riza-Shea's game, his ability to just knock it down from beyond.
On the wing, George. Walker with his screen for George. Back to Maxey. For 3. Rebound by the Hawks. There's 1:47 left to play in the first. Pass to Johnson. Back to Daniels. Maxey against Young. Doesn't go that time. Some solid defense from Maxey. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought it in.
Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Tyrese Maxey trying to do it all for his team. He said, I think the biggest part is leadership. I need to lead by example and lead with my voice. I have to play well, and if I do that, I can demand respect with my play. But I really want to set a good example just by how hard I work. Guys, back to you.
Great mentality. All right, Allie, we thank you very much. He takes it in. The wide open look here for Porzingis. And once again off the mark by Atlanta. George passes to Embiid. George sets a screen. Here's Grimes. A three-pointer, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
And a wide open look for Daniel. Trains the three-pointer. And here's Maxey. He's got 6. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. No good. Shot missing. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. 76ers on top. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And what stands out to you guys from the 76ers in this one?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Well, it's hard to get stops in this league with so much talent offensively. I love what they are doing right now.
Oubre out there with Andre Drummond. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Jared McCain. And it's Edwards in at the small forward position. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Now McCain. A 3-ball. Gay with the rebound. And Jared McCain's rookie season, Tim, cut short by a meniscus tear in his left knee.
And before the injury, he was the favorite to win Rookie of the Year, Kevin. So he's looking to pick up where he left off and continuing that promising trajectory.
Alexander Walker with the ball. McCain defending. Alexander Walker passes to Okongwu. Kennard against Edwards. Shots good by Kennard.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
McCain finds Oubre. Takes the 3. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. The Hawks leading. Okongwu with a screen on McCain. Alexander Walker passes to Kennard. They double in with Drummond. 6 on the shot clock. Really left alone that time.
Yeah, their inside-outside game, very effective. That was a great pass.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Drummond sets the screen for Oubre. Looking to end the run. And the 3-ball is good. Oubre's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitor.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Over to the left wing. Pass to Gay. The shot. Andre Drummond grabs the miss.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
I totally agree. That is not what they were looking for offensively.
So many of Gordon's shots come from three-point range because he drains so many of them. When you've had his kind of success from beyond the arc, you're always going to have the green light. And guys, there are some you can give that shot to, but let's be clear, he's not one of them. Terrible job there by the D.
Oubre, no one around him. That 3 off the mark. Atlanta has gone 2 of 4 from 3-point range so far in the second quarter. Alexander Walker passes to Krejci. The Hawks working the ball around. Okongwu with a screen on Gordon. And Kennard wide open. He shoots. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
76ers on defense. Okongwu with the screen for Kennard. 6 to shoot. Over to the wing. It's stolen by Edwards.
And thought that pass was going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball.
Back to McCain. Takes a 3. Atlanta with the rebound. Okongwu's now got his 5th rebound in this one. There's the triple. Another 3 for Atlanta.
Yeah, if you give him that much room, he's usually going to connect.
The 76ers trail by 5. Pass to Oubre. There's 47 seconds left in the first half. For the 3. Rebound, Atlanta. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
Krejci, no good. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for Philadelphia. For 3, Edwards drills the 3-pointer.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
Philadelphia foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Second team foul. Shooting for Atlanta.
The first one falls.
Alexander Walker. 2 shots.
And so, Alexander Walker nails both of them. McCain with the ball. Out of bounds, Atlanta takes possession.
Hawks ball. Substitution on the court.
Just 4 seconds left now here in the second. And here's Johnson outside. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Well, that's going to give them a shot in the arm, and now they'll go into the locker room with all kinds of confidence.
And so we conclude the first half. Hawks lead by 7. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. The 76ers trail by 7. In GA, the Hawks going young, trying to build a sustainable model for success.
Yeah, most of the starters not yet scratching their prime, so there's going to be some growing pains, but they're showing plenty of promise.
Checking out the group for Quinn Snyder to start the second half. The post pairing, Johnson along with Porzingis. Filling the perimeter slots are Daniels and Rizachet. And it's Young in at the point guard position. Rizachet has done a lot to quiet the doubters after being the #1 overall pick in 2024.
Well, in a draft without a lot of star power at the top, the Hawks took the kind of prototype wing you can't have too many of. And he has made good on that pick.
Now, here is George. Still without a basket. Shoots over Rizachet. It will go down, and the Hawks lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Paul George. Daniels, a screen on Maxey. A nice shot by Young.
And that corner three isn't a huge part of Young's game, but his accuracy can make it work.
And here's Maxey outside. Wow, came this close to a 4-point play. He'll head to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
That one misses. Another young rising player in this league who's learning as he goes along is Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, he continues to get more responsibility on his plate, and I think as he starts to embrace that leadership role a little bit more and become more vocal, I think then you're going to start to see Philly really do some great things.
Yeah, maturing before our eyes. And here's Maxey, following the three-pointer by Trae Young. From deep, George drills it from outside. George has got 5 points in the quarter.
And that last three must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Well, the defense should consider themselves lucky there because he's not usually one to miss those kinds of looks.
Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Hey, Kevin. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said, "We still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, but we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something." Back to you guys.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, we thank you very much.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
Embiid sets the pick for George. Drops in the tray. Now just a 3-point Atlanta lead.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
And at the right time, they could have let this game get away from them, but they never stopped believing.
The Hawks again can't hit.
And that was almost a block. Still did enough to alter the shot.
He didn't quite get a hand on it, but he did enough to affect the miss.
And again, it's Philadelphia.
And we know George can score from all 3 levels, which is why he's capable of catching fire.
Young against Maxey. Pass to Johnson. Now Rizachet. 6 on the shot clock. It's up a 3. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Rizachet's got 5 points now in the quarter. And legs from going undrafted to becoming a three-point contest champion, you had to fight for your place in the NBA.
Well, Kevin, that's an understatement. Yes, undrafted in '88. I played in just about every league imaginable, including a year in France. Had a bunch of 10-day contracts early on, but I didn't get my first full-time NBA contract until 1993 with the Dallas Mavericks.
Well, your perseverance and tenacity definitely paid off.
Certainly didn't take no for an answer, I can tell you that.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And the 76ers with a completely new group now. And the basket by Gordon.
What a good time for the three-pointer. The fast break had the D scattered all over the place.
Here's Alexander Walker. McCain defending. Kennard for three. Pass to Krejci. Good on the three-point shot. And the Hawks lead by 4.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make a pay.
Gordon dishes to Oubre. Gordon with the screen for Oubre. Another three for Philadelphia.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
And stolen by Okongwu. Here's Alexander Walker. Can't nail the jumper. 3 quarters of play in a close game here. Hawks ahead, up 1. Ends up. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
And right there, he wasn't a ball stopper. He kept his eyes up and his options open.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter, what is still anybody's ball game. Jared McCain is out there with Gordon. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Edwards. And it's Oubre in at the power forward. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. And here's Kennard. After Eric Gordon hit the 3. Hawks passing it around. It's stolen by McCain. Oubre outside. Pass to McCain. Oubre sets the screen for McCain. Buries it from 3-point range. Now it's a 5-point 76ers lead. Breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the 76ers.
And they've shown great focus on the defensive end, putting constant pressure on the ball and really disruptive in terms of what they've done defensively.
And the relentless pace has really taken a toll on the opposition.
The 76ers leading by 5. Gordon with the screen for Edwards. Now McCain. From the arc, another 3 for Philadelphia.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the 4th period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them one.
Here's McCain. Drummond sets the screen for McCain. The 3 is off.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Okongwu a screen. For 3. No good there.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
Gordon deciding where to go with it. Here's Edwards. Drummond sets the screen for Edwards. And down goes the 3.
In perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And powering it home. He ends a 12-0 run by the Sixers.
The 76ers leading by 9. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Paul George comes in for Edwards. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Eric Gordon. And Maxey subbed in for Jared McCain. Here's Young. Missed on the three.
And at this point, the defense is daring him to shoot.
Embiid the screen. George fires, buries the deep ball.
And what a smooth three-point shot. George has worked hard to develop that stroke.
Outside Porzingis. Trae Young, and they come back with a three of their own.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, it is really competitive out there.
And Embiid being assertive offensively, wasting no time in getting that play.
Drained from outside.
Another bomb for him right now. His three-point shooting might be the key to cutting that lead.
Now he has quickly piled up the points by stringing those threes together.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the 76ers.
The sheer volume of three-pointers was the deciding factor tonight at center.
Yeah, they sink one and then do it again, and that strategy did work.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Paul George.
Well, he had a lot of success making plays for his team and breaking down the defense.
Now the 76ers with it. Outside George. From way back, Porzingis pulls it down. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Oh, the dunk!
Reeves Shea, assisted by Trae Young.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Can't get it to go.
Guys, let's just go ahead and call this one. It's over.
Yeah, anything they do at this point is going to be futile. Too little, too late.
Maxey. So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah.
tall, coming in focused on the backcourts, Richard. Both teams have outstanding guard play.
And that means we should see some creative offense. I love skill play at any position, but it's often the guards that will leave you speechless.
A look at Indiana's starting group. Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. Nesmith and Siakam are the forwards. And it's Huff in at the center position. Now here's Maxey. Gets it to go from the corner.
Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring, able to problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
And Nesmith gets it to go. Nesmith's got 5 now.
On the ball, Halliburton has great concentration. His focus is what helps him find the wide open man.
Watford with a screen. It's Grimes on the wing. No good from outside.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Pass to Halliburton. Oh, George with a steal. 3 on 3. Here's Embiid. It's rebounded by Indiana.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Nembhard outside. Back to Halliburton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shoots over Maxey. And it's Indiana scoring again. Here's Maxey. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Philadelphia. He talked about the importance of trying to control the pace of the game. Coach said, quote, Halliburton and his offense like to play fast and push the ball up the floor. So we want to limit their fast break chances and make them play in the half court. We'll see if they're able to slow them down. Guys?
Okay, thank you, Allie.
Now that's confidence right there. This is when you know Maxey is feeling it.
Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Halliburton with a steal. And now Indiana on the fast break. No good on the 3. 76ers trail by 4. George in the post, defended by Halliburton. Pass to Embiid. The fader. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
When we talk about guys 7 feet plus, is Embiid the top shooter? I can't think of anyone that's a little bit better.
Here's Nesmith. The 3. That's good. And Halliburton gets the assist. Halliburton's got 3 assists now in this one. And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul.
1:50 left to play in the first. Pass to Grimes. Here's Watford. From outside the arc. Drains the triple.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so it's Siakam with it. He brings it up for the Pacers. Outside for Halliburton. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Nesmith. Over George. Nesmith's shot is off.
Credit the defensive effort there, not giving him room to operate.
From the arc. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game. Nembhard outside. Siakam, the pass to Halliburton. Siakam with a screen on Maxey. Halliburton for 3. Another 3 for Indiana. 43 seconds left in the first quarter here. George, a screen on Halliburton. George outside. And right away, they match it with a 3-pointer of their own.
And you got to appreciate the competitive fire on display. It's almost like George says, you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for revenge.
And here's Siakam for 3. It's hauled in by the Sixers. Now here's Maxey. 5 points in the game. The 3 is up. And the 76ers another 3.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story for the set. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
They've also been quick to set up their teammates, wasting no time making the extra pass for the open look.
And the Pacers looking at who they've got. Topping out there with Tony Bradley. Then it's Shepard. Then there's Benedict Mathurin. And it's McConnell in at the 1. Oubre passes to Edwards. From behind the arc. The offensive rebound.
How about the little guy throwing himself on the glass?
Right wing. McConnell with it. And McCain picks him up defensively. Toppin, a screen on McCain. Toppin outside. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell.
No settling for an outside shot there. They went right to the hoop.
And last season, the Pacers started the playoffs with home court advantage for the first time in over a decade, Greg.
Yeah, the 4th seed in the East, BA. And with a blend of youth and experience on the roster, this is a team built to win now and into the future.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you. The Pacers have shown that they can be a threat in the East. Coach Rick Carlisle said, there's nothing wrong with high expectations. What you don't want is a situation of apathy, where expectations are low and all you're ever doing is selling hope. That's not why I came here. Guys, back to you.
They are for real. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. The Pacers making a switch here. Walker's checked in. Inside. Philadelphia moving it around. For 3. Another 3 for Philadelphia.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Out to the wing. McConnell against McCain. McConnell passes to Bradley. Out of bounds. It'll be Sixers ball. Here's McCain. Gordon with a screen on McConnell. Pass to Gordon. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Pacers trail by 5. Here's Shepard. Good. And it's Walker who picks up the assist. Shepard's got his first bucket in this one.
Nice ball movement there. That's how you break down the defense.
Here's McCain. Oh, made it a tough look for him as the defense really pressed up on him. Indiana's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. It's stolen by McCain. 4-3, and that's good. Gordon for 3. Gordon's got 9 points now in the quarter.
Oh, he's really showing off now. The threes keep falling with no signs of slowing down.
Here's Mathurin. Drummond grabs the miss. Philadelphia leading by 6. McCain finds Oubre. Into the lane. Out to Gordon. Back to Oubre. Pass to Edwards. 1:36 left in the first half. And it's out of bounds. The Sixers able to retain possession here.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
Yeah, I think he was hoping to maybe even get the steal, but I agree. He's still got a good outcome.
And one key for quality teams in this league, beating the opponents you're supposed to beat. What goes into that, Greg?
Well, BA, they call them trap games. An opponent that, on paper, isn't up to your level, especially when they're missing key guys. The thing is, can you find that juice to take care of business?
A clear look for McConnell. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one. Now the 76ers with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Gordon with a screen on Mathurin. To the middle. Back to Edwards. Screen by Gordon. 6 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Bradley grabs the board.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Edwards with it. Picked up by Mathurin. The Sixers lead by 7. The 3. And McCain with the basket on the assist from Edwards. McCain's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. And the call will be against Kelly Oubre. That's his first foul of the game. Here's McConnell. And there's the screen. Here's Matherin. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
Yeah, this is how impactful Matherin can be in close. He loves jamming it home.
The drive by McCain. Outside Oubre. Takes the three. Indiana with a rebound. Outside Matherin. Got it off in time. He got it up in time, but it would not fall for him. And so it's the Philadelphia 70s. Appreciate it, Allie. And we'll be coming right back after this break. Ready for the third quarter. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Without question, Eric Gordon displaying his skills today.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with the game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Edwards out there with Kelly Oubre. Then it's Andre Drummond. Then there's Eric Gordon. And it's McCain in at the point. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half.
You have to take Siakam seriously at the arc. He can hurt you from there.
RJ, it was a wild year in Philadelphia. They used 30 players last season.
Third most for a team in league history. They set a record for different starting lineups with over 50. Yes, 50 combinations. They're hoping for a little bit more consistency this year.
Now Maxey. Give him 8 points now. Grimes, the pass to Watford. Kicks it to George. From deep. An absolute bomb from three-point range. George has got 6.
With an efficient jump shot and limitless confidence, man. I'll tell you what, George is a threat from just about anywhere on the floor.
Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. There's Nesmith with a 3. Doesn't go that time.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
And Aaron Nesmith picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Just a little over 90 seconds gone in the third quarter. Embiid drawing the double team. Clock at 6. Pass to Maxey. Fires the 3, and Philadelphia hits again from deep.
When we say Embiid does it all for his team, here's yet another example.
Indiana again missing. Philadelphia leading by 9. Maxey attacking. Screen by Embiid. Shoots over Nesmith. Embiid can't hit.
Couldn't quite line that one up. Just got to shake it off and move on to the next one.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Pascal Siakam's veteran presence is hugely valuable to this Pacers team. Coach Rick Carlisle said, quote, his experience is really important to us. He doesn't get rattled, his personality stays consistent, but things get frantic in games. He is a calming influence on our young players. Back over to you, Brian.
The cagey veteran. Allie, thank you. You know, Grant, for a guy who started playing basketball at age 17, Siakam has put together quite the resume.
Yeah, B.A. Pascal is a champion. He's got multiple All-Star and All-NBA selections, and one of the great developmental stories when you think about his discovery through basketball without borders.
Pass to George. Lets the 3 fly. Connects from downtown. George has got 6 points in the quarter.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Back to Nembhard. Siakam the screen to the paint. From deep. Huff can't get it to go. The Sixers lead by 6. Maxey with it. Halliburton picks him up. It's stolen by Halliburton. And he lobs it up. It's picked off. three, Maxey. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Well, the corner three, no challenge for Maxey. I mean, the dude can straight up shoot from deep.
The nice passing by Indiana here. And he commits the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And it's a completely new group for the 76ers. Here's Walker. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
That jump shot is going to be key for Walker in his career, especially with how physical a player he is.
Well, Richard, the Sixers with a lot of money tied up in Tyrese Maxey, Paul George, and Joel Embiid.
Ooh, that's not a lot of flexibility. They need those guys to be healthy and contribute. The talent is there, but it also has to be about the availability.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
They set a pick. Down low. The kick out to Walker. Bradley passes to Walker. Bradley sets a screen. And Walker with the three. Walker's got 4 points in the quarter.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
For three, Gordon. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
Yeah, and you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
For three, Matherin. And he can't get that one. And here's Edwards outside. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers up by a healthy 8 points. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. And a look at the five for the Pacers to start the fourth quarter. Jarris Walker out there with Benedict Matherin. Then there's T.J. McConnell. Then it's Tony Bradley. And it's Shepard in at the two. Oubre, a screen on Matherin. The drive by McCain. Gordon outside. Philadelphia needs to get off a shot. Here's the three. Drummond passes to Gordon. Here's McCain. He drops it from range.
This has been the story of the game, a battle fought on offense.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this one.
And so they foul intentionally. A big group substitution here for Philadelphia. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. Paul George comes in for Edwards. Grimes, he's checked in for Gordon. And it's Tyrese Maxey in for McCain. Maxey passes to Embiid. Maxey attacking. Now here's Embiid. Not a lot of room. The three-pointer off the mark.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Outside Nesmith. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Oubre. The Sixers lead by 6. Kicks it to George. Nails it from 3. George has got 9 points now in the second half.
Yeah, just a drop in the bucket for PG-13. He will roast you from the corners if you let him.
For 3. The 3 is in.
Put him in and kick it out. Great execution to open up an easy look from outside.
Outside Maxey. Up top Embiid. Screen by Embiid. Beyond the arc. Can't get it to go. Pacers trail by 6. It's stolen by Maxey. And if you're just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Oh, they get a hand on it.
That is not the shot they needed there. You gotta work it around and get a better look.
George buries it from outside.
And at the offensive end, George persistent and consistent.
Here's Siakam. And the foul called on Paul George. That's foul number 2 for him. Gordon, he's checked in for Grimes. The Pacers also with a sub. Wiseman, he's checked in for Huff. Yes! Tough point from Tyrese.
What a release. Halliburton getting rid of it.
Outside Embiid. Now George. It's stolen.
76ers foul.
Good on the first. And that brings him within 5. And so he makes both from the line.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
George, a screen on Halliburton. Maxey. This is the 3. Indiana's gone 3 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the third quarter. And the foul called on Paul George. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the line for 2. And a tough break as his 2nd attempt is no good at the line.
And by missing that free throw, now a 3 could even the score. Not ideal. That's staying connected to the shooter and timing the contest.
Here's Halliburton. Halliburton penetrating. Nimhard with it. Picked up by Embiid. 4 on the clock. The putback. Outside Siakam to tie it up. Oubre with a rebound.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And it goes out of bounds. That one off Nimhard.
And they barely get to retain possession. Many times, that's a turnover.
Here's George from downtown. Money from 3.
This dude is nails in the clutch. You want your best shot at winning at the end, give the ball to PG. And great job to establish position and square up.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Gordon fires. Oh, off target from downtown.
And not a moment to lose on this possession.
Clock working against them right now.
Outside Oubre. He launches. It's good from beyond the arc. And so it's Philadelphia with the W. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly...
we're just talking. The scorekeepers are going to be busy tonight trying to keep up with all the back and forth. Two powerhouse offenses going at it head-to-head tonight.
You got that right, Kevin. One very important focal point to call out, transition. You know you're going to get scored on, but you got to push the ball back the other way and find some easy buckets of your own on the run.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. At the guard positions, Halliburton and Nembhard. The forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. And it's Huff in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And Siakam gets it to go on the assist by Halliburton.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option.
Halliburton outside. Launches it from deep. Connects from three-point range.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And it just seems like the Pacers have really shaken up the league, Greg, with their fast-paced, aggressive style.
Well, Tyrese Halliburton and Pascal Siakam, two star players who thrive in this up-tempo style. And if you look at the roster around them, the pieces fit.
Here's Nesmith. Oh, good with the triple.
But sometimes it's more about what the defense is doing on that possession. They were all over him on the perimeter.
And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. Indiana. That's his first foul. Isaiah Jackson, he's checked in for Indiana. Johnson with a screen on Halliburton. Young with no one around. Another three for Atlanta.
A volume shooter. Young takes and makes loads of threes.
Nesmith finds Halliburton over Young. Halliburton, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
The Pacers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. A shot by Nembhard and nobody around. Outside for Jackson. Shoots the three. A nice shot by Nesmith.
And I don't care how far from the bucket he is. You've got to have a man on him. He's just too good from deep.
Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Kicks it out to Siakam. Now, here's Nesmith, guarded by Risache. Here's Siakam. Johnson with the rebound. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Hawks. Pass to Risache. Back to Young. Clock at 6. Shoots over Nembhard. And it falls over the rim and in. Young's got 11 points.
Well, with his skill and confidence with the ball, if you put him in position, he'll reward you.
Quick thinking by Halliburton, sensing the separation immediately and pulling up with confidence.
And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
Nembhard, a screen on Daniel. Back to Halliburton. Indiana needs to get a shot on. Jackson has the open look, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. Hawks have gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, "I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving. I kick it ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play." Kevin, back to you.
He spreads it around. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Nesmith, the pass to Jackson. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock in game. And here's Young from the arc, and the rebound goes to the Pacers. Jackson's got his 5th rebound in this one. Indiana again missing.
You can't play better defense than that, patrolling that mid-range area.
Young outside. Open jump shot off the mark.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, stiff. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Pacers.
I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And we also have seen them continue to fire from deep. With the results they're seeing, you can understand why.
And the Hawks with a completely new group on the floor. Luke Kennard out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Krejci in at the 3. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Hawks. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Shots good by Kennard.
Right in Kennard's wheelhouse. They set him up perfectly, and he delivered.
And really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
Now, Alexander Walker. A miss that time. Would have put him up. And last year, coach, for the Hawks ended in disappointment. But they're feeling good about this roster.
Well, they've assembled some exciting young talent. A real depth of talent at the forward positions. Once they mature, they could be dangerous.
Now, here's McConnell. In the corner, Bradley with it. Jacks up a 3. It's good from Shepard on the assist by McConnell. Shepard's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Okongwu with a screen on McConnell. Shot's good by Alexander Walker.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look from that.
Now, here's McConnell. Walker with a screen for Shepard. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Walker the pass to Shepard. Over Kennard. And there are the Pacers with another bucket.
Well, they gave him the mid-range. Smart idea to take that one.
Pass to Alexander Walker. The tray. And it's Bradley with the rebound. Indiana leading by 5. McConnell kicks to Walker. Now Shepard. Kennard covering. Shepard the pass to Walker. McConnell against Okongwu. Here's Mathurin. And the shot falls short this time. Hawks have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. And the basket by Krejci.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest on the arc.
Inside, Indiana moving the ball around. Shepard, that falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Shepard's got 7 points for the quarter.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Now guarded by Brad. Good on the triple. So, Stan, let me pose this question. What do you think is the most important thing to stress in youth basketball?
I think there's 2 things, Kevin, that need to be stressed in youth basketball. The first one is love the game. Make it enjoyable for guys because, look, if kids love it and enjoy it, they'll keep playing it, they'll keep practicing it, and they'll get better. And then the second thing that goes along with that is the fundamentals. You can never do too much work on footwork, ball handling, and things like that.
And so here is Indiana. After the basket by Atlanta. The putback. Reggie with the rebound. And man, is this team on a roll right now offensively, Greg. So fun to watch.
They're playing with so much confidence, which is why they're tearing it up on this end.
Alexander Walker with the ball. Guarded by Bradley. First shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Mathurin for 3. Hits it from 3-point range.
And for a classic 2-guard like Mathurin, you have to knock down threes with consistency.
And the basket by Krejci. Krejci's got 6.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a 3-point shooting league. team's shooting a steady diet from outside.
McConnell, a screen on Kennard. Pass to McConnell. Here's Shepard. Kennard covering. Beat the shot clock, but it's off the mark.
He'll probably hear about that shot selection when he gets back to the bench. Maybe not their best option there.
And it goes out of bounds. That went off McConnell.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Bucks ahead, up 1. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Fans, get ready for some high RPM and amazing stunts from your pocket bike. Arena Entertainment.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Without question, Trae Young displaying his skills today.
Man, he's been running wild on them through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up. Give him some different looks.
Here's who Rick Carlisle starting the second half with. Siakam and Jackson make up the inside pair. At the guard positions, Halliburton and Nembhard. And it's Nesmith in at the 3 spot. And Stan, you think about the skill level of Trae Young. What makes him, in your opinion, such a tough cover?
Well, I think the best thing about Trae Young, Kevin, is as much of a scorer he is, he's even better as a passer. And so it's hard to commit a second defender to Trae Young all the time because he will find the open people and create great shots for his team.
Now, Reza Shea following the three-point attempt by Tyrese Halliburton. Porzingis sets the pick for Young. Launches a 3. It falls through, making him 6 for 11 in the game.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Now, here is Young. 16 points for him. Bangs home the trifecta. Porzingis has got the lead up to 6 now for the Hawks.
A big man with big-time range. Porzingis is a legit threat from three-point land.
And how about the terrific use of the crossover there to just throw the defender off balance?
Here's Young after Indiana gets the 3. Johnson kicks to Daniels. Reza Shea in the corner. Pass to Johnson. And here's Daniels. Here's Reza Shea. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Pacers trail by 3. Jackson passes to Siakam. And Halliburton with the basket on the assist by Siakam. Halliburton's got 6 points in the quarter. Young against Halliburton. Outside Daniel. Johnson with a screen on Nembhard. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Takes it out to Siakam. Pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Just so fast. I mean, it's like trying to stop a train when he's coming in for the slam.
And there's the foul. It'll go on Tyrese Halliburton. That is his first foul of the game. Swiped it away. The 3. And again, it's the Pacers from deep.
Well, that's why they're in front. Aggressive play at both ends. Nicely done.
Porzingis back in, coming off the assist from Young. Porzingis has got 5.
And with that one, he halts an 11-0 run by the Pacers.
Knocked away. Halliburton outside. Here's Nembhard. Outside Jackson. 5 to shoot. Jackson with the screen. Nifty move. Count the basket. He's got 6.
An extra element to Siakam's game. He can really handle the ball and even initiate offense.
Johnson sets the screen for Young. Hits the three-point bomb.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else.
Nemhard finds Jackson. Jackson a screen on Young. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Here is Daniels. Still scoreless. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Kicks it out to Bradley. McConnell with it. Back to Bradley. Over in the corner, Mathurin. Ricochet with the steal. Daniels dishes to Young. Johnson outside. He gets it up. No good on the last second attempt there. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
3/10 quarters behind us, and more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Kennard. Then it's Okongwu. And it's Krejci in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Atlanta.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession. A young guy who is ready to attack. Mathurin gets the ball and goes straight into his shot.
Unhindered, going all the way. Here's the 3. And the Pacers, another 3. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Pacers.
Well, they've shown just outstanding effort defensively, and it's resulted in several forced turnovers.
And another place they're finding success is in transition. They've been working hard to get ahead of the defense and find those easy ones.
And he's good on the second. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. Here's Alexander Walker. Sinks the three-pointer.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Shepard, the pass to Brent. Indiana moving it around. Here's Mathurin. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from deep. Atlanta with the rebound. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Pass to Kennard. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that
The Pacers making a switch here. Off's jacked in. Pascal Siakam comes in for Jarris Walker. Aaron Nesmith has checked in for Shepard. Halliburton subbed in for T.J. McConnell. Pacers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Basket is good.
Well, this is what he does. A proven scorer in the clutch.
Halliburton against Young. To take the lead. Down it goes for 3.
This is why people are just so high on Young, because he comes through with big shots in the game.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. The Pacers making a switch here. Jackson's checked in. Halliburton against Young. Here's Halliburton. Outside, Siakam. Floats one up. Ah, it's good!
And this is how under control Siakam is. Makes sure to get off a good look on that possession.
Porzingis sets the pick for Young. The three goes down.
And the three-point shot really has been their best friend here tonight.
Well, it's one thing to hit threes when it doesn't matter. It's another to do it in clutch time. Takes a special player.
Rising to the occasion, he found a way to get himself open and get his shot.
Nice job taking the initiative. Coaches will encourage you to take that if you have a good look. Well, you see the trust they have in Porzingis. Timely basket.
Here's Halliburton. Now Mathurin. He's off from three.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Now here's Porzingis. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Mathurin. Now here's Neesmith. Defense is right there. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Misses the three. And they commit an intentional foul. It's another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
Now the Pacers with it. 3-point lead. Here's Halliburton.
Man, it took forever for them to commit that foul. I don't know why they didn't do it right away. Those are precious seconds.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. So he gets them both, and it's a 5-point game.
Great composure there. Calmly knocks them down to put this game out of reach.
Now Young. That one goes.
Assisted buckets. Every team wants them. They show you're running effective team offense.
So a close game sees Indiana take this one. And as always, Allie, thank you so much. And that'll wrap it up.
Is there a bit of bragging rights on the line?
You know, maybe not for the players themselves, BA, but the fans will absolutely use this game as evidence when they argue why their guy is the best.
Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. They've got Quentin Grimes, George out there with Trendon Watford. Then it's Joel Embiid, and it's Maxey in at the 1. He buries it from 3.
And he's such a unique talent at both ends. Embiid with the vision that time.
On the wing, Daniels. And there's a call on Quentin Grimes. That's his first foul of the game. Young against Maxey. Fires the 3. Trae Young. That's good.
How's that for revenge? You know Young is looking to come right back with a triple of his own.
George passes to Maxey. Jacks up a 3. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Philadelphia has gone 2 of 2 at the perimeter. Tim, these recent injuries robbing Embiid of prime years. 7 straight All-Star appearances up to 2025.
Yeah, BA, for a player his size that moves as quickly as he does, it seems like it put a tremendous amount of strain on those lower extremities. It's a common theme in this league.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give them credit for finding a weakness there.
Well, with that kind of success, I imagine they'll continue to be aggressive inside.
Screen by Embiid. George, a deep 3. And stolen by Porzingis. The 3 from Rizashea. The rebound by Maxey. For Philadelphia, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Outside Grimes. Embiid, a screen on Porzingis. Grimes' shot is off. For Atlanta, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Daniels. Off target with the 3. Watford with it. Now guarded by Daniels. George, right side. Buries it from 3.
And the defense has to be more aware of Paul George. You got to know how fast his trigger is.
Here's Young. Outside Rizashea. George against Daniels. Takes a 3. Atlanta again missing. The Sixers lead by 7. Grimes, the pass to Embiid. Back to Grimes. Philadelphia moving it around. Now Young with a steal. And a fast break now for the Hawks. Daniels outside. Pass to Johnson. Outside Rizashea. 6 on the shot clock. Young, the pass to Porzingis. And he floats it in for the easy 2. Credit the sweet setup on that one.
One of the tallest guys in the league. Give Porzingis the ball there and just let him work.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has meant everything, Grant.
Oh my, his growth both with his play, but also with his leadership has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy that really helps pull this team together.
Now here's George. Misses the three. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And that one's good. Young.
They're often shooting from way beyond the arc. Young easily pops in the short-range three.
For three, Maxey. The Sixers again can't hit.
It's hard not to want payback when you give up a three at the other end, but it can force you to rush things.
Here's Young. Daniels outside. Beyond the arc. Hits a three-pointer.
Yeah, a complete offensive player. Daniels can set people up, and he can knock down shots.
Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer, and he'll head to the line. In a lot of ways, Paul George has been the prototype of a modern swingman, Grant.
Yeah, 6'8", and with his versatile skill set, plug and play on any team. But health has been a challenge as of late. Now in his mid-30s, can he maintain that elite level?
Legs, you look at the Atlanta Hawks. They are no strangers to the play-in tournament.
Yeah, BA, since making the Eastern Finals as a 4 seed in 2021, they've been a perennial play-in team. They're trying to find a way to make another deep run.
Maxey with it. Porzingis picks him up defensively. Embiid against Young. Fades away. It's rebounded by Rizachet.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
It'll count. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. Tie game in Atlanta. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And for the Hawks guys, what jumps out to you statistically?
Well, there's no reason to take risky shots when you can collect points at the rim.
Had a feeling this was going to be their strategy coming in. They've got a major size advantage to be able to execute this.
So on the floor for Philadelphia to kick off the second quarter, we've got Kelly Oubre. Eric Gordon is out there with Jared McCain. Then there's Edwards, and it's Drummond in at the center position. Here's Krejci. Fires for three. Drummond grabs the miss. Now here's McCain, tightly guarded, and play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Gordon with a steal. Fast break. Here comes Philadelphia. Up and over Kennard. The rebound by Atlanta.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Well, that happens sometime. Nothing is guaranteed in this league.
Alexander Walker. Drummond grabs the miss. Philadelphia's got 4 of 7 threes to go so far in this game.
Those are the type of turnovers that kill you. Just an unforced error.
And for the Hawks, they're shooting only 40% from the floor in this game. Alexander Walker, the pass to Kennard. Now Okongwu. Shot clock at 6. Okongwu, a screen on Gordon. And it's Kennard on the take.
Just great offense. The screen freeing him up for the slam.
Hey, without that screen, he doesn't get a clean look at the rim.
Yeah, it's the power of the two-man game. After all these years, it's still the most difficult set to defend.
Oubre on the wing. Okongwu with the rebound.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
A nice shot by Krejci.
That's a breakdown defensively. He is far too good of a shooter to leave that wide open.
Picked by Oubre, and the foul called on Nickeil Alexander-Walker. That's his first foul. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Outside Oubre. Pass to Edwards. 6 to shoot. From downtown, count it. 1 for 1 to start the game. And it sure seems like post play has evolved quite a bit over the past decade or two.
Yeah, it really has. I mean, there aren't many big men who operate only on the low block anymore. But if they do, they're considered throwbacks.
Now here's Oubre. Still no points. Gordon outside. Outside Edwards. The 3-ball. Gay with a rebound.
Well, you can't make them all, but I doubt the defense wants to give him that kind of look again.
Good ball movement here by Atlanta. Rebound by Philadelphia. Drummond's got 4 rebounds now. On the attack, Oubre. Outside McCain. Screen by Gordon. For 3. The rebound by Atlanta. And there's 1:45 left in the first half of basketball. When Vít Krejci made his NBA debut in 2021, he became just the 5th Czech player in league history, Tim.
Yeah, B.A., he's really interesting. Great skill, and he's 6'8". He shows playmaking instincts, and the last few seasons, he's really shooting the ball much better.
Lowry, he's checked in for McCain. Now here's Lowry. And here's Oubre from the arc. That shot missing. Atlanta leading by 3. Left side, Alexander Walker. Drills it from deep. Alexander Walker's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
Gordon on the wing, defended by Kennard. Gordon on the wing. Yet to see a basket. Knocks down the triple.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Hawks.
Well, you got to be impressed with how selfless they've been so far. Their passing has been simply outstanding.
And you can't overlook what they've done in the paint as well. A huge part of their success in this one.
Pass to Oubre. Launches a 3. And Philadelphia hits again from deep.
Too much space on the perimeter. There needs to be a little more energy from the defense.
Alexander Walker, the pass to Okongwu. Picked up by Okongwu. Here's Krejci. And Atlanta misses again. The 76ers have gotten 5 of 8 attempts to drop since the second began. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. They set the pick, and here's Oubre from the arc. Sinks it from distance. Oubre's gotten 6 here in the quarter.
Oh, what a crafty move, causing the defender to pause right there.
Up in time. Oh, he got it up in time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Philadelphia on top. They're up by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
They're measuring up the shot.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. You got to like what we're seeing from Quentin Grimes.
You know, I'm not really sure what defenders can do to slow him down. He's just too skilled.
Well, defensively, you'd like to force the ball out of his hands and make someone else beat you, but that's easier said than done.
Daniels and Risache out on the perimeter. Johnson and Porzingis, they're inside. And it's Young in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Trae Young is getting recognition for his playmaking. He said, I've been top 5 in assists since I've been in this league, but I've been able to score so easily. People consider that selfish at times. I'm not even worrying about what people got to say. I know what I do. Brian?
Tuning out the noise. All right, Allie, appreciate the report. George, no good. Hawks trail by 4. Well, injuries a nightmare for the Sixers, Grant. Last season, a league-high 55 different starting lineups.
Yeah, B.A., and their lowest win total since 2016. But some silver linings. Jared McCain was on track for Rookie of the Year before he went down. And Quentin Grimes also impressive.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Here's Young. Boy, it's been a while, but he finally gets one to go. Young's got 8.
I really like that from Young. Hitting that tweener shot, making them guard you all around the floor.
And it's Maxey missing. And it's Daniels with the ball for the Hawks. Just over a minute and a half played in the third. And here's Maxey outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. He has 6.
Ooh, the range of Maxey is pretty impressive. He is consistent from beyond the arc.
Young with the bucket.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Now here's Embiid. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to Grimes. Stolen by Daniels. Oh, deflected. Now here's Young. There's a screen by Johnson. Young, the pass to Daniels. It's stolen by Maxey. Grimes with the ball. And it's Young picking him up. Porzingis against Maxey. Embiid from outside. Atlanta with the rebound. Porzingis has got 5 rebounds tonight. Right side Young for the lead. Rebound by Philadelphia. Embiid's got 5 rebounds in the game. And here's Maxey outside. Gets the 3 to fall.
And that's a tough shot to defend when Maxey pops up out of nowhere.
Johnson a screen on Maxey. Young against Maxey. Outside Rizachet. Just 5 to shoot. Inside. Oh, breaks the dunk off the deceptive pump fake. And in the first year of a 5-year, $150 million extension, Jalen Johnson, a key player for his team moving forward, Legs.
And he's coming off that shoulder surgery, an injury which ended his season prematurely. And he's a lefty, so hopefully that won't be an issue going forward.
Let's not forget, he's Milwaukee tough, too. So it's Philadelphia now, following the 3-pointer by Atlanta. Back to Maxey. George outside. The 3 is up. And the 76ers another 3.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from 3-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. And the Hawks going with a whole new group out there. Atlanta with the ball. 8-point game. Nice shot by Kennard.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the 2-man game right there.
Now here's Oubre. 6 points for him. Outside Edwards. Pass to Drummond. 5 to shoot. Drummond with the screen. And here's Oubre from the arc. Okongwu with the rebound. And there's the drive. Lets it go from deep. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
That's just a smart play right there. The right pass to a ready shooter.
Here's Lowry. And that's not going to go. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Philadelphia on top. They're up by... And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
Yeah, so impressive for a big guy to make a find like a guard.
We've reached the 4th quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for Philadelphia to start the 4th. We've got Edwards, Kelly Oubre out there with Andre Drummond. Then it's Kyle Lowry, and it's Gordon in a shooting guard.
Great work collapsing the defense, then kicking it out.
Pass to Oubre. Gordon outside. Back to Oubre. Screen by Gordon. There's the 3. Oubre can't hit. Hawks trail by 3. Left side, Alexander Walker. Now Okongwu Here's Krejci, guarded by Edwards. Picked up by Okongwu. Up top, Kennard. To tie it up. The rebound by Lowry.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Gordon outside. Pass to Drummond. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
Well, I think that was a product of the pressure. Take your eye off the ball for just a second, and it can lead to a turnover.
The Hawks have gotten just one shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Outside, Alexander Walker. And right on target. That one's good. Philadelphia has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. And here's Lowry from the arc. And there's a pick. Outside Gordon. Fires the 3. Lowry outside. Outside Edwards. 5 on the clock. Oubre fires. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go. Atlanta's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Okongwu will screen on Gordon. Here's Krejci, guarded by Edwards. To take the lead. Booyah! He sinks the triple. Coming down the stretch. We'll see if someone can capture the lead and hold it.
And that's been an issue. 5 lead exchanges tonight.
Outside Oubre. Oh, no good. The dry spell continues. And Kyle Lowry is going to pick up the foul. That'll be a second foul of the game. A big group substitution here for Atlanta. Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Okongwu. Johnson comes in for Gay. Dyson Daniels, he's checked in for Kennard. And it's Young in for Krejci. Philadelphia also making some changes. Joel Embiid, he's checked in for Drummond. George comes in for Edwards. And it's Tyrese Maxey in for Lowry. It's money from deep.
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Young can't get the 3. The Sixers trailing. It's George with the drive. Maxey! Oh, missed on the tray. And so it's Porzingis with it. He brings it up for the Atlanta Hawks. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. And so the ball out of bounds. Embiid touched it last. Young looking over the floor. Another shot. That one's in there.
You see the trust Young's guys have in him. When they need a bucket, he gets it for them.
George, a screen on Young. Here's George. Jacks up a 3. Johnson with the rebound.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
There's the screen by Johnson. The 3 is off.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
Outside, Alexander Walker. Johnson outside. Johnson a screen on Gordon. Oh, the offensive board Hawks. On the wing, Alexander Walker. No good from 3. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Now George. Embiid, a screen on Johnson. Porzingis there for the rebound. Tipped away. Embiid jams it home.
In a game this tight and this late, that level of defense is money.
And how about the finish there? The rise up for the slam. That might put this game out of reach.
Well, if you want to seal the deal, that's the way to do it.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
When you've got your opponent down, don't let him up. This one's all but over.
Nope. So it's a narrow victory for the Hawks, pulling it out for the W. I'm sure.
Trey, you guys had a...
All right, Allie, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Grant Hill, Tim.